I'm just going live now. I keep getting like alerts from Discord about my nitro expiring, and I'm like,
cry about it.
cry me, yeah, cry me a river, bitch. But if I can turn off emote only and sub only, and then Seribot is going to turn them right back on, I can just see it happening.
See you just pop into existence there.
Oh, I actually don't think I've had any like hate raid follows or anything like that for a while. Hopefully that's a good sign.
Don't jinx it.
Yeah, now saying that, I probably am going to see like about 1 million horses.
Let's hope.
I should ping to see if anyone wants to join me in Zadnor. I'm going to go in as Machinist today. Because Machinist is like very simple.
Wait a second. There's a game that when I bought it and I thought it was like the full game because the game was sold as a full game. But no, it turns out it was just like chapter 1 of the game. But the game wasn't advertised like that.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
And yeah, it's fine. The game was actually really cool. It had like some cool RPG elements. It's a shooter, but I really liked how the game looked. So it turns out the game is finally out, and those who bought like the beta or whatever, they don't really they don't have to pay again.
Ah, fair enough.
So it would seem that I am able to just play the game.
You know what game that I keep following? I keep like I really hope that it turns out to be a good game, but that Palia one that I've told you about before, it looks like it's got like really cool like Porsche or like Stardew vibes to it, but it's like, you know, an online community game sort of thing, which I don't know. I'm hoping it'll be cool.
Let's hope so.
Anyway, I can swap over to this now.
I have to lower the game volume because then I won't be able to hear you.
Okay.
Also, I think I'm over level in 4.
What level do you think you're supposed to be at this point?
Oh wait, I think it should be like between 34 or something, and I'm 43 is my highest. I think I'm like about either from 5 to 10 levels above where I should be. Because the bosses are dying really fast. I have to unplug and plug again my controller because the game keeps showing me the keyboard keybinds instead of the controller one.
I don't want to use the locksmith right now. Let's just get the appraiser. Get all of these.
Oh, by the way, this game, they have some, well, you know, Rydia, right? The summoner.
Yeah.
Well, turns out this is something that I didn't know when I played the Game Boy Advance version. But Rydia, besides having the summons that she learns, um, like by going and talking to NPCs and stuff like that, there's actually some enemies in game that drop items that are actually the summoning of that enemy.
Oh. That's
So there's like
interesting.
Bomb, Goblin, and Mind Flayer. I think those are the three summons. But it turns out they have a really low drop rate. The unfortunate thing here is that there is an achievement where it asks you to get all of the summons.
Oh no. Oh
So
dear.
there's like 3 enemies that have their really low drop rates for their summons. And I was in an area just like well, I had to go back and forth finding enemies for the bestiary, because that's also a thing. There's missable there's one time only areas where there can be like missable enemies.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure that you encounter all of them, otherwise you will have to do another playthrough and complete the bestiary. So I did that. I was going back and forth, and then I came across a bomb enemy, and then as I was checking the guide, because I have it open at all times, they said that if you want, you can farm here for one of the summons that you can encounter from the bomb enemies. And I was like, is it missable though? And then it said, but don't worry, you can come back later in this area and then you can continue farming there. So I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna do that. So then next encounter, there's some bomb enemies. I was already holding L and R to run, and I said I might as well just kill them when I encounter these. And both, I got the drop.
Nice. RNGesus has blessed you this day.
Yes, I didn't even try. It's just like, sure, why not? And
That's good. I've been thinking about maybe getting the pixel remaster of Final Fantasy 1.
Do it.
It's like, does it have any of the extra content that were in like the Game Boy Advance versions and things?
Nope.
It
None
doesn't.
of these games have any additional content that was added after. They are copies of their original versions. The only things that they carry over from the remasters are anything that is quality of life improvement. Other than that, no extra content for any of the games.
Damn. That actually kind of sucks, because I really liked those bonus dungeons where you could fight like Echidna and things like that.
Yeah, a lot of people weren't very happy, and they called the games like cheap for being like, how can you not add the content? It's very simple. It's like they're doing 6 games. And they're releasing them. They're releasing 3 of them in really short time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have loved to. Hello. I would have loved to try the new content of 3, because I know that they added like new dungeons, but it makes sense that they didn't, because in Final Fantasy 3, the DS version, you have extra content because you start as a freelancer, and then the secret job is Onion Knight. But in the original, you start as Onion Knight, and then there's no secret. There's not a secret class.
Okay.
So Onion Knight is in the DS version. Onion Knight is like the most OP class that can wield absolutely everything, and I think they can also cast everything. And Freelancer is just like can wield anything but has nothing else. And in the original Onion Knight, it's just like your most basic class.
Yeah.
So yeah, in that case, well, they couldn't actually afford to do those changes. But
Yeah.
in one and two, they kind of could have done it. But yeah, it's more sprite work to do, more dungeon designing to do. Maybe they can release it later, but I doubt it because they would have to like modify the game in a very weird way. Oh, by the way, I am in Tamra.
Oh, I see.
The FF4 has the OG Tamra.
So that means that there's a lot of things in Shadowbringers that were FF4 homages. Then I guess.
There's another one. There was someone called Geot in 14, right?
Yes, that's Geot is the I believe they're the the healer role quest giver.
Oh, so it's she's a dwarf, female dwarf.
I believe so, yeah.
Because here Geot is the king of I forgot what the name of the castle or the region is called, but Geot is a king here.
Okay.
Kind of like an important character. So yeah, you have both Geot and Tamra in this one. Kind of interesting that they're in the first.
Oops. I didn't get gold. That must mean that the gear that a red mage has access to in the original FF1 without like all the extra content is more limited, because if I remember rightly, the Elven Mantle is from the bonus dungeons, and that was like their best shield.
Elven Mantle. Yeah, I don't remember reading that name. And I think the most powerful thing. But I think that was 2. I think it's Riven. I think that's one of the strongest. It became like a thing, at least I think it was 2 and 3 only, or I don't know if it was 1, 2, and 3. But Riven had like the highest defense and like the highest thing of being able to protect you against most status ailments.
Yeah. No, like the Elven Mantle was a shield for that red mages could equip.
I'm pretty sure that's from for the remake.
Yeah. In fact, I think it was the Elven Mantle was the best in slot shield for any of the mages, because it could be used on White Wizard and Black Wizard as well. I think the team that I ran in the remakes for the GBA and the PSP was Warrior, into Knight, and Red Wizard, White Wizard, and Black Wizard.
What was the second one? Or was it 2 warriors?
No, a Knight, a Red Wizard, a White Wizard, and a Black Wizard.
Oh, Red Wizard. I had a warrior. Well, it starts as fighter, I think, and then becomes warrior. Then the second one was monk, who transforms into master. And I had a black wizard and a red wizard.
Oh, you didn't have because I think in FF1 the like area of effect healing is a separate spell from cure, isn't it? You actually yeah. So and red mage can't learn that one.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna risk it. I want to have my heal. Also, white wizards are also very powerful because I think they also learn holy. They're able to learn holy, and the holy is I was surprised that how nerfed the white mages have been getting nerfed in like Final Fantasy 4, Final Fantasy 5, because in one they were always very powerful. Obviously, they were very niche with some sort of like characters.
Oh, hey,
Obviously,
Noi.
you like if you- but if you were facing against a zombie slash undead enemy, white mage would excel.
Yeah, because they also had access to
Yeah,
Dia.
and then they removed Dia and replaced it with Arrow in future games, and Arrow is trash. It's just a very weak tag. Like Final Fantasy 3 no longer has Dia, it only has like Holy at the max level, I think.
Yeah.
But it has Arrow, and Arrow is good, but it's not as amazing as Dia was with Undead.
Final Fantasy 1 being a huge inspiration from D&D shows in so many ways. Yeah, because Dia was literally turn undead, wasn't it? So...
I will
like
go to
white
the lab
magic.
sentence. Like white magic is to be strong. Yeah, the fight against Chaos was actually interesting. Here's my experience with the final bosses of the game. Final Fantasy 1 was good, felt balanced, even though it was a little bit overpowered. It felt balanced and it feels like a fair fight. Final Fantasy 2, a joke. You get a sword in the game that basically just deletes the final boss.
Oh.
The boss, I first turn, I dealt 9,999.
Oh,
Second
God.
turn, again. Third turn, it was dead.
That's...
So,
yeah, that's kind of underwhelming.
yeah, the final fight was very underwhelming, and the boss theme is kind of cool. So kind of a shame that it died so fast.
I think one other reason, I think the team that I used in my very first playthrough of FF1 on the GBA version, because I never played the original, was I actually used sorry, I keep saying, does it go into warrior or does it go into knight? The like,
which one?
The one that has like the most melee equipment and learns white magic when it advances.
In Final Fantasy 1?
Yeah.
I think that's knight. There's no one else other than like it's warrior, knight who goes into knight, monk that goes into master, thief goes into. Is it thief? I think it was something else, but.
Yeah, thief goes into ninja.
Oh, thief goes into ninja. Is it ninja?
Yes, I know this because I played it.
Okay, thief goes into ninja, and then the wizards.
Yeah, so my original like first playthrough team was knight, ninja, black wizard, red wizard. When I was doing, I was doing the bonus dungeons, the one where you fight Echidna at the end of it, and because Echidna does so much like team-wide damage, I was just constantly getting floored because I couldn't heal the whole team. And that's when I decided to restart and run Knight, Red Wizard, Black Wizard, White Wizard, so that I could have the heal spells.
From the Knight instead of.
I got rid of the ninja because I didn't see any.
Sorry.
Yeah.
From the ninja, and then you got White Wizard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Careful. The Final Fantasy 2 fight also, I'm pretty sure it was very overleveled because getting the completion of the bestiaries doesn't really help when you get one-time only areas.
Yeah.
So there's that. Also, my main character has had a lot of stats because of that stupid trick of attacking yourself to buff your damage. Do you know about that one?
No, I didn't.
Wait. So the way Final Fantasy 2 works is that basically the more you use it, the more you use X, the stronger it becomes.
Yeah.
So in order to increase your strength, you have to fight. But fighting lower enemies gives you lower, like, increase of experience for your weapon. So if you want your character to be good with the bow, you have to have them use a bow. The lower level they are, the more they're gonna miss. So like, they have lower accuracy, so you really wanna, like, have them attack in fights.
Yeah.
So if you have only one character attacking and killing everything in one hit, nobody's gonna get any experience. So because of that, because of, like, finding lower level enemies, you fighting yourself, well, you're fighting against someone you're the same level as you, right? So if you hit yourself, like, not yourself, like any other party member, if you hit them, well, you're not only going to be increasing your strength, you will also be increasing their HP status, or their defense, their stamina.
My god.
Because they're getting damaged. That's how you increase damage. If you're never getting hit by any enemy, you're not gonna be getting your strength increased. Sorry, your stamina increased. So you want to hit people separately so that they get more health, or unless you want to have a tank, just keep attacking the same person over and over. And yeah, magic also works that way, which sucks because, well, something that I did to level, like, strength and stamina was hit everyone, get them to red numbers, and then, like, finish the fight so that they would get the experience. Then once I was out of battle, I would go to white magic, use either cure, whatever. Well, there's only cure, there's no cure or cure. It's just like cure, cure 2, cure 3, cure 4, all the way to 16, and just spam cure on single target. Look, because you have to use magic to level it up. Everything leveled up with uses there. So, oh, you want fire to become strong? You have to use fire. Oh, you want your haste to be stronger? Oh, you have to use haste. You want life to rest with more health? You have to use raise.
I mean, this sounds like how fucking version 1.0 of 14. Because in Final Fantasy 14 in version 1.0, you had actually two separate levels. You had your character level and you had your class or job level. Your character level would go up just from, like, killing enemies, you know, typical sort of standard affair sort of thing. Your class level would only get experience points when you would, with a set chance when you were using actions from that job. So, for example, as Conjurer, you would only, bear in mind Conjurer in version 1.0 was just all elemental spells, not just water, wind, and earth. So, for example, you would have to cast your spells like fire and stuff like that in order to rank up, and it was a nightmare because there was also a fatigue system.
Oh, yeah. Fatigue.
Which forces you to switch jobs. Yep.
Hey, we don't have too much content to slow down.
Yep, exactly. And so, because Conjurer was actually, like, the elemental magic user, Thaumaturge was used Astral and Umbral. They had Banish and something else for so Banish was astral damage, and then they had something else for inflicting umbral damage. But Thaumaturge was actually the better healer of the two, because the way that their area of effects worked was different. Conjurer, whenever they activated area of effect magic, would be in a circle around the target. Area of effect spells on Thaumaturge were in a cone where the center of the cone is facing the target, and the cone is branching out from the Thaumaturge's position. which means that with the Thaumaturge, if they position themselves correctly, it is far easier to hit their healing spell on everyone in the party. And Thaumaturge had access to a healing spell called Sacrifice, which wasn't just like instant healing, it was also a regen. It was broken. So Thaumaturge was actually the healer in version 1.0, not Conjurer, until they changed it.
Oh, rip my money.
Yeah, I think I actually have like some very old videos of my legacy character doing some levy quests.
I want to see.
I could probably grab them in a bit actually.
Oh no, when you have time.
They're like on my YouTube channel, but like the original YouTube channel, not the one that I started uploading videos I put actual editing effort into.
Okay. Wait, no blood lance for you, sir. So I had like almost 200k, now I'm left with 20k. Because diamond is expensive. Diamond armlets, god, stop. Well, now I'm left with 5,000 gil. But maybe I can sell stuff. Maybe.
What's the delay?
Oh, by the way, my experience, I was telling a video about my experience with final bosses. My experience with Final Fantasy 3 was kind of like, it was intense, but at the same time, very basic. I don't know why, I don't know if it was the fight was bugged or what, but the Cloud of Darkness just kept spamming the same attack over and over. Like, I don't know if it was because maybe I was always full health, that she just kept spamming the particle beam. It's basically like a death laser to everyone in the party. That would leave, yeah, and that attack would just leave everyone at about maybe 25% of their health. Either way, I would not be able to withstand two of those, one after the other. So I had my Devout heal with Kiraga every single turn, and I had both my ninjas throw their shurikens. I messed up. I don't know why I went ahead. I never bought shurikens, so I only had like 6 shurikens, so I had to just use my strongest attacks with my 2 ninjas. Oh wait, no, I had 2 sages, I remember. No, I had 1 sage and I had 1 devout. I left the devout to be devout because I think changing it to sage decreased the healing potency of attacks. I don't know what the stat was called, maybe like intelligence or mind, I don't know. So the healer was healing every single turn. The other 2 were throwing their shurikens, and then they were just using like their strong attacks. And the sage was casting, I think it was Meteor. It was constantly casting Meteor until she was dead.
Noise says I think she might be programmed to do it if your party is too high in HP. Well, that makes sense.
It doesn't make too much sense if that attack deals more than 50% of your health.
What if it's percentage based? Like
maybe, but I mean, one of the max level cures is just gonna get you all the way back up. So
yeah.
I saw a video the other day of the fight just because I wanted to listen to the music, and she was using different attacks despite the healer also getting their HP back all the way up.
Maybe it
So,
was just bugged. Or you just got like
Yeah,
really unlucky and she just chose to do the same attack over and over again.
I think it was better because I think she was able to heal herself or attack with different attacks, or maybe she only had that attack. Who knows? Thing is, it was very weird final boss. I'm hoping that Zero Boost is a little bit better. I have beaten Zeromus when I played on the GBA, but it's been a while. It's been like probably more than 10 years.
Mm.
I found Bestiary companion with the same scan. I noticed that Final Fantasy IV just really liked putting items for every single kind of spell. Like if there's a spell of it, there has to be an item with the same effect.
Yeah, I think I remember FF6 being a bit like that too, where there would be items to use basically every spell. Like I think I think FF6 is the earliest. Well, actually no, because I did beat FF1. But if you're like talking about originals, like non-remakes, FF6 is the oldest one that I completed, I think.
One. Yeah, FF6 is it's cool. I really like FF6. I really can't wait to.
Oh, are they gonna do a pixel remaster of that one too?
Yeah, it's 1 through 6.
Nice.
All the pixel era games, and I'm like, I'm enjoying these way too much. Please make it. Please don't stop. Keep making pixel remasters of other games.
Isn't Romancing Saga also like in a similar sort of art style, like the original Romancing Sagas?
Yeah, Romancing Saga and all the new Octopath Travelers. Everyone wanted these games to look like Octopath Traveler, and I'm like, nah, dude, you're asking way too much.
Final Fantasy X pixel remaster.
Oh, I would love to play. No, Final Fantasy IX. Oh, that would be so good.
A remake slash remaster of like a Final Fantasy IX would actually be kind of cool, because I liked Final Fantasy IX quite a bit. FF13.
Yeah, ooh, yes, I like that. Please make it happen, because if they're not gonna do anything with those games, well, might as well just do something with them. Like, demaster them, pixel demaster.
Demaster.
Like, they're just sitting there and doing nothing while all of the other games get the love. Also, I was thinking, I was like wondering the other day, like 13 is the game, I think the only game in the main saga who hasn't gotten anything other than its original release. Like, it never got a PS4 port. It never got a PS5 port. Well, obviously, it never got a PS4 port. It only released on Steam, but it's like the same version. And people were like, "Oh my god, HD version!" Like they did with Final Fantasy X for 13.
He's saying 14 pixel remaster.
That would take a while, but I would welcome the idea. So I just think 14 literally has nothing, absolutely nothing. I do remember that 14 is available on mobile, but only in Japan. Why?
Oh, you know what I would really be interested in seeing, actually? I'd be interested in seeing a remake of 8.
They already have. 8 already has his.
No,
HD
that's a
version.
remaster. That's like, I mean, a full-on remake.
Probably. Yeah, that would be good, but for some reason, people are like very. I don't know. They never support 8 as much as others.
Well,
Like,
8
but it's
is kind
so
of the
good.
weird stepchild one with the junction system, to be honest.
But it's so good. 11 to be remade with 14 graphics.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool, actually.
I don't know absolutely anything about 11.
I only know bits and pieces. Like, my knowledge is very fragmented on it because it was released during an era where I could not afford to pay a subscription for an MMO. Yeah, Rogadin in 11 are called Galka, and they actually have tails.
Oh, I know this species, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know they had tails, lol. Galka.
It plays more like an FF game than what 14 plays like, yeah. You hate it when a game companies make region exclusives, especially when Yokai Watch 4 only came out for Japan and never in other countries. Yeah, region locking sucks. Hello, Ali, by the way.
Yeah.
Were you surprised then to see that Genshin's doing double reruns in the same phase? That was something that they showed off in the like special broadcast today, and they for patch 2.3 for the first like phase of it, which is about 20 days. They're going to have 2 limited banners running concurrently. It's a rerun of Albedo and a rerun of Eula.
Ola.
Many gachas do it already, and Genshin was a bit... Yeah, Genshin's been out for a year, and I think it feels like... Yeah, I guess it may... granted, I have no gacha game experience prior to Genshin, so I don't know how it normally works. But yeah, it makes sense that given the fact that if they kept going the way that they're going, there would definitely be characters that you wouldn't see again for well over a year. But it's almost at that point already with characters like Ganyu and stuff where they have not yet received a rerun. And Ganyu literally came out in like, what, January of this year? So... yeah, it's like if she doesn't get rerun soon, it will be over a year since we last saw her.
Oh, excuse me.
Bless you, very right. So Yokai Watch 3 has 13 gacha. So rolling 13 currencies. What? That sounds so ridiculous. But yeah, that's why I think I strongly think that since the way that we know that the next patch is going to be somewhere in like early January based off of their like 6-week cadence, which means that during patch 2.4 is going to be the Chinese New Year. I'm pretty sure that we're probably going to see them do like a Xiao and Ganyu rerun. They're the same like Genshin Fates. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. So many yokai, it needs to be separate. Oh god. Sounds like gacha games would get really complicated as they get older.
think I don't play any.
The game doesn't have microtransactions? Oh, it's a 3D. Oh. So it's like a gachapon system, it's just not an actual gacha game.
Right, time to open the guide.
Mm-hmm.
I like this guide because it's using like information. Like it was released on September 14, 2021. Like it's fresh, recent, and using information with taking into consideration the Pixel Remaster and the achievements.
Yeah.
So it very detailedly tells you like on episodes there's like, oh, missable bestiary node or missable one time only dungeon warning.
Yeah, that's pretty handy. 4 has
Okay.
them, but prices are either really low on bundles or exaggerated prices on medals. Well, yeah, that seems to be the thing where like the bundles for actually getting the currency for rolls tends to be like really bad value, but other things are better value, and it's to kind of like try and ease you into spending and make it so that you're more likely to buy the bad value stuff. It's like I've watched a couple of videos on like the psychology that's used in gacha games, and it's really bad.
I think that's 2 of them. Crawler, Boomwing, Gorgon, Tarantula. I'm just missing the green dragon. Mystery egg. Speaking of gachas, there's like an enemy here that's an egg. You have to hit the egg, and then it hatches into an enemy. A random enemy.
Oh.
It's like a gacha enemy.
That's interesting. Oh. I also learned where the whole gacha like terminology comes from, so, which is
Gosh.
yeah, like it's literally comes from things like I think it's like a Japanese like toy vending machine thing, literally called a gachapon.
I think it's called gasha with a sh. I don't know what it got changed to ch. Gashapon.
Yeah.
Have those in Spain as well. Yes,
Yeah.
I think they are all originate from Japan because we also have those, but they don't have the name gacha.
Yeah.
I originally thought the word came from the word got you, like in English got you, so it was like, oh, gotcha.
Well, that's probably why it's turned into gacha game from Gashapon, because it makes it more like that got you sort of thing.
Yeah, the wiki, when I checked, it didn't mention anything about that, so I was like, maybe I was wrong. Uh-oh. Something funny about the Pixel remasters is that when you save the game, they use the exactly same sound effect when you get a tell in 14.
Yeah.
Yep. So when I play, sometimes it's like, because he thinks he's getting a tell spam because I've saved spam.
He's getting those like phishing tells.
Yep.
Oh right, I was watching Shen playing Elden Ring earlier as well because the network test was today.
Apparently, you were not able to stream that.
Yeah, you needed special permission from Bandai to stream it, and Shen was one of the people who had it.
Okay.
Like she was basically saying yes, she has it in writing that they have given her permission to stream the network test sort of thing. And it looks really interesting. Of course, tough as nails, but
What sort of gameplay is it?
It's very much Dark Souls gameplay. It's like very much looks like Dark Souls 3.
Not EO because it's bad, EO because I don't like those kind of games.
Yeah, I understand that.
I love to look at them. Are you gonna try it?
Oh, unless I can turn the PvP off? No, I'm not.
Wait, PvP?
Yes, there's PvP in it. There are like invasions and things like that. The same as how it is in Dark Souls, basically.
But in Dark Souls, you can turn it off, right? You can just play the story.
Yeah, well, the only way you can turn off PvP is by going offline, and then you're losing access to the other online elements that can actually help you. Like the message system, for example. It feels like a very neutered experience to go offline.
Really? Like, have all of the Dark Souls games been like that?
Yes, all of them.
I've never seen anything like that from the gameplay. Where's that green dragon that's not coming up? I think I fought that dragon though.
So yeah, unfortunately, and as like I said, unless they give me the option to disable PvP outright, that is always the deal breaker with me for Souls-like games. I do not like being forced into PvP. Warframe is going to iOS and Android. Oh my god.
Did you know about the new game, Final Fantasy VII, The First Soldier?
Excuse me.
How many chests are in here? 30! Sylvan Cave. This game has no missables. Quick step-by-step guide for this dungeon. Oh yes, you have to. You can use float in here. There's float. Everyone float.
If it can run on the Switch, it could run on your tablet. I mean, yeah, that's a fair point. That's something, actually. Why the fuck is Genshin still not on the Switch? They said that they were going to do it, and it's like, it's not here yet.
Maybe the Switch is not powerful enough.
It's a mobile game.
Yeah, but mobile games might run better than the Switch. You'll be surprised.
I mean, if my old phone could run it, I'm sure the Switch could. Like, the Switch has got NVIDIA graphics in it.
Quote unquote. I don't know, maybe because they think they're family friendly. And they're like, no, we don't want gacha. Even though we just made a Kirby gacha. Angel Arrow. Can I see? Because confusion against giant enemies. Am I getting a lot of things that are strong against giant enemies? Evil Dreamer.
Apparently, it is still in the works, according to the, like, some articles that I found.
Yikes. These guys are strong.
They're gonna make young fighters OCs. What?
Why? No, they are berserking me. That was a rough first fight. Again, this is optional, so I could come here later.
Lend him your power.
Fortunately that I have to cast load on every single floor.
Oh yeah, Ali, did you see who's voicing Ito? You don't know him? Apparently he voices Saitama in the English version of One Punch Man, but but I think probably most people know him as Ryuji from Persona 5. don't like Ryuji that much still, but not as much as the other character. All because of for real. Fair enough.
Fairy Rod.
It makes sense that they would get more of the Persona VAs to do stuff in Genshin because of like the popularity of those characters. Like I think that's a big part of the reason why they have Keith Silverstein doing Zhongli, and he's doing the same like intonations as Shido. Still got gold.
I still find very strange how Final Fantasy IV is the only game with 5 party members. Like, I wonder what made them make that choice.
And wait, what?
Final Fantasy IV is the only game, the only Final Fantasy game, at least from the main series, that has 5 party members. Like,
oh, right.
with the traditional party system. Obviously, I know 14 has up to 8, stuff like that. Even dungeons only have 40 party members.
Yeah, when you were saying it, I got a bit confused because I thought it sounded like you were saying that some of your party members are also in Final Fantasy V. I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Maybe that was one of the things that they were trying to be experimental about with 4. Let's see.
Marlboro, and I got ambushed. This is not nice. And I already got that breathed. No! Okay,
Yeah.
same one got that breathed. Okay, the Sunad. Summon Ramu. Titan. Get healed, Froggy Man.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Everything okay?
There's like a rank 4 enemy attacking. There's like only a couple of people here.
Well, because you are... Uh-oh. Yeah, they are marking the rank 4s if it have to deal with
He's gone. And now I have a rank 3 on me.
I'm gonna run away. Nothing small balls. Not today.
Nobody will survive Peppa Pig's strike of miss. Oh my god.
So I grab those. Then fall down the hole. Fall down. Wait, need to heal. You. Good thing I bought 99 potions.
Do you still have that old man in your party?
What old man?
The one who was like, he had like a bunch of different spells.
Tella?
Yeah, that guy.
No, he's dead.
Wait, what? Did he do like a fucking Persona 3 protagonist thing and have to like sacrifice his health or something?
No, he was just being a fucking idiot. He died because of stupid. He was like, here's his story. I'm an old man. I love my daughter so much. The daughter comes with a boyfriend. Father, I love my boyfriend so much. Could you approve our marriage? Or could you approve our relationship? Tella. No, I don't like him. I don't give you permission. I don't give you approval of anything. The daughter proceeds to flee with the boyfriend. Fine, I will leave. Because you don't approve our relationship, I will flee. The father, Tella, goes, oh no, that spoony bard, he stole my daughter. I will go after him. So he goes, he gives them chase, he keeps telling everyone that the bard has abducted his daughter. And when he gets to see her, it turns out that the place where they were gets bombarded by airships. So when he finally finds her, she's like laying on the floor, injured, and then the bard's like right there. He's like, "Oh, you spoony bard! This is all your fault!" And then he starts smacking him with a staff. And then the daughter, like in her final words, is like, "Father, please don't attack him. I really love him so much. He is actually the prince of this kingdom. I just wanted your approval, but I am glad to see that you're safe and that he's safe." So they all start crying because Anna is dead. That's the name of her daughter. And then finally the spoony bard introduces himself as like prince, now king of Dancian, because everyone died. Well, a lot of people died with the bombarding of the bad guys. And then Tell is like, I am so pissed. I'm gonna kill Golbez, because Golbez is the one who ordered the bombarding. So he's very like obsessed now with Golbez. And now he wants to get powerful, and everyone's like, no, Tella, this is not something you can do alone. We have to stick together. Shut up, I'm gonna kill him myself. I'm gonna avenge Anna. So later in the game, you find him again. He's like, oh, hey, I can join you again. Let's go. And then when Cecil becomes a paladin, Tella's like, wait, what? That made me relearn all of my spells? Now I can cast Meteor. Like, I'm gonna use Meteor to kill Golbez and avenge Anna. So he learns Meteor, but you can never cast it because Tella never gets his MP increase. Like, it always stays at 90, which is very little for his level. Palom and Porom at that moment have like 230 MP. So, and Meteor costs 99, so it's like, yeah, you can't use it. But then he gets to see Golbez, and I'm like, Golbez, finally, I'm going to kill you. And then he casts Meteor, and I'm like, he dies because it was too much. everyone was warning him like, no, Tella, you're for someone your age, that spell requires a lot of vitality. You're not gonna be able to withstand casting Meteor. And he doesn't care. He's just like, I just wanted to avenge Anna. And then
So he basically he has to kill himself for an extra 9 MP.
Basically, he dies. Yes, and then he's like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. I got blinded by revenge that I never really like. He proceeds to regret his decision, but then like dies anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, you never get to see him again. At least not alive.
What a dumbass.
Yeah. I mean, he does help by casting Meteor because for some reason casting Meteor makes Kane stop being controlled by Golbez for some reason. Maybe like it was a very big impact. That shook his brain really hard.
Does it like what, injure Golbez or something?
Yeah, it manages to injure him a little bit, but not like nothing deadly. It's just like, wait, I thought it was all powerful and almighty. But then he proceeds to leave because everyone is like, I don't know, dying. But no, like, let's just say that Meteor only helped us recover Kane because it, like, Golbez is still as powerful. The casting of Meteor happens in like a scripted, a scripted fight.
Oh.
It's really funny though because a lot of characters in this game are like, you should go away.
Oops.
A lot of characters in this game just like don't care about living and they just kill themselves. And even the game acknowledges that because there's even one character who says the dialogue like, why is everyone so eager to throw away their lives? Like, why is everyone like throw their lives away so easily? Because you have two almost immediate like back-to-back cutscenes where two characters just sacrifice themselves to kill, like to save the party. They're like, guys, thank you. And like, what? You're not even relevant to this moment of the story. Why are you sacrificing yourself? They're like, thank you for everything. And then just proceeds to, quote unquote, die to save the party. And then someone else is like, I know what I have to do. I'm just gonna put bombs around my body and explode the other airship that's following us. And survive.
Jesus Christ.
And they survive. But I don't know if he wraps himself in bombs. You just literally see the cutscene like where he's jumping off. And then after he jumps off, you just see everything around him exploding. And like, where did he land? How did he survive that? Nobody knows. And then there's the twins who also sacrifice. Everyone just sacrifices themselves. Why? They say, why does everyone choose death so hastily? Or something like that. And it's true. It's the only game where everyone's like, no, this is my
So, do you know why I said did he pull like a Persona 3 protagonist earlier on with Tella?
Why? No, I don't know why.
Well, it is like very spoilery for me to say it. Do you care if I explain what happens in Persona 3?
Oh.
So, the whole like plot of Persona 3 revolves around you essentially trying to stop the like manifestation of like death then from essentially reaching Earth and like causing the extinction of the entire human race. The problem being though is that humans themselves are calling out to this being to bring about their own destruction. And even despite how like throughout the journey, how much like power the protagonist and the team builds up, they cannot defeat this entity. And it's basically like a scripted fight where the protagonist goes off and faces this entity on their own, and like they get killed in the first attack by it, but then their like bonds with all of their friends and things, they get revived, and they get stronger and stronger to the point where this attack does nothing to them, and they get healed to full health. And the only skill that you have that you can use in this fight is called Great Seal, and it costs all of your HP to use. Yeah, you can probably see where this is going. The canon thing that happens in the true ending of Persona 3 is that essentially the main character is using their soul to form a barrier that stops the human desire for death reaching this primordial entity and stopping it from coming down to Earth to destroy everything. For a short period of time, the protagonist is still able to live their life normally, basically because they made a promise to see everyone at their graduation day. So the game like time skips to the graduation day, like a couple of days before it, and you see, so you're going around like resolving all of these like character arcs, things that happen throughout the story, and then on the graduation day, the main character dies.
No.
Because essentially their soul isn't in their body anymore. Although there is some ambiguity, because apparently in one of the remakes of the game, instead of the character being dead, the character is just comatose. Yeah, the main character becomes a door, hence why some people call him Dorkin. But yeah, Persona 3 has got a much is more like the other Shin Megami Tensei games in its storytelling, because it is especially when you compare it to Persona 4 and 5. Persona 3 is much darker in its storytelling because of the heavy death elements that it deals with.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
And that tends to be like the thematic thing about the Persona games, is about challenging a destructive trait of humanity, essentially. Of course, Persona 3 being the literal self-destruction in terms of like wishing for death sort of thing. Persona 4's like negative human trait is a desire to live in ignorance, and rather they would rather accept a convenient lie rather than an uncomfortable truth. And then Persona 5's theme is essentially submitting yourself to the control of someone else, because making your own decisions is hard, basically. Also, you can't decide a route if you choose to be the female main character. Oh, you talk about in Persona 3? If you give up in yourself, your persona tries to choke you to death.
Why?
Yeah, because it. Yeah, in the PSP version of Persona 3, you could actually, because in the original Persona 3 on the PS2, the main character was a male, and there was no choice. But in Persona 3 PSP version, you could choose to either be a male main character like the original, or you could choose to be a female main character. Of course, it changes the love interests because, you know, and one of them is really weird, if you're the female MC, but the other one of them is extremely, like, one of the romance options actually changes the fate of a character in, versus what happens to them in the male MC's storyline. But yeah. There's a character that dies, like a party member that dies partway through the game. He gets shot basically, covering another party member from one of the main antagonists. But in the female MC version of the game, if you go through the romance line with him, there's one of the cutscenes, I think you give him like a pocket watch or something. I don't know if it's like it was originally his or it's you give it to him as a gift, but he has that pocket watch on him during the cutscene where he gets shot, and basically it stops the bullet that would have been fatal to him otherwise. So he's still taken out of the party, but instead of being dead, he's just in a coma in hospital for the remainder of the game. But then during the final cutscene, he comes to you before you die.
Sorry, I just got into a fight with 4 Malboros, and they all decided to do bad breath at the same time. And I only have 5 party members, so you can imagine how that's going.
Yeah, it sucks. Studio says women weak, so they make the female route the happiest one. But female MC still dies. Game's still pretty fucking tragic, even if one fewer characters die as a result. Throw the marbles and mint.
I wish I could. Yeah, you just have to be constantly summoning with Rydia. She deals like 2000 damage to everyone.
Nice.
But she's the one who keeps getting bad breath.
Happiest in what Persona 3 refers to. I mean, fair, I guess. But then another one of the quote-unquote romance options that you can have is with Ken, and he's like fucking 10 years old, and the MC is like 15 or 16. And it's like, it's very uncomfortable.
What?
Yeah, that's the weird one with the female MC. She literally has a romance arc with the youngest character of the party, and it's weird. On the bright side, though, there is a playable dog in Persona 3. At least it's not with the dog.
They gave me a really powerful sword, but it's two-handed, so that means I can no longer equip shields. And it automatically puts me on Berserk.
That sounds fun.
it's dealing a shit ton of damage. I was dealing like 700 with Cecil before. Now it's doing like almost 2,000 every hit.
Oh, nice. So yeah, there's a couple of like common party member tropes in the Persona games. There's always like a mascot character. So in Persona 3 it's the dog Koromaru. In Persona 4 it's Teddy. In Persona 5 it's Morgana.
Yeah.
And there's also another common character trope in that there's a navigator NPC or a navigator party member that isn't like playable, except Persona 5 because Morgana is playable and also is the navigator. But then that person gets replaced by someone who is better at that job later in the story. So in Persona 3, Mitsuru gets replaced with Fuka. In Persona 4, Teddy gets replaced with Rise. And Morgana gets replaced with Futaba. You like Shadow Teddy's design? Yeah. Yeah, like 5 is the only one that bucks the trend somewhat because Morgana is the navigator and a playable party member simultaneously. But unlike other party members, if he gets knocked out whilst he's the nav, he will retreat instead of just being on the floor. Yeah, Futaba actually had some damage potential. She wasn't just the support nav.
Who is that person? A dancer on full armor?
Huh?
That Avril Kling.
Oh, they're wearing Odin's armor.
And they're dancing.
Dancing Odin.
It's attractive.
Then again, Persona 5 has the most like changes in who the navigator is as well. Because there's occasions where if Futaba's not around, someone else is doing the nav work. Like it'll either go back to Morgana, or I think even in the Royal, at one point Akechi is the navigator. Like, come to think of it, I don't think that there's a temporary party member in Persona 4. Like, there isn't one that joins you and then either betrays or dies. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there is.
No, I got toted. No, they're toting me. Wait,
Oh,
what was
dear.
the thing that removes? Oh, Maiden's Kiss.
Because, yeah, I've already talked about the guy who's a party member but then dies in Persona 3. Then in Persona 4, yeah, there isn't one. Persona 5 is... Technically, it's Akechi. It's, in the normal version of the game, yeah, it's like betrays, and then dies later. But then it's like in the Royal, it's like betrays, you think he's dead. Then he turns up again. He rejoins you, but something's not quite right about what's going on, and he might actually still be dead or something. It's like, yeah, the new stuff that they put in Royal was from what I can tell is like quite intense.
Oops. Edge learned Mirage. Mirage. Create solutions of oneself to trick the enemy. Trick the enemy how? Does it confuse or something?
The Elder Scrolls celebrating their 10th anniversary of Skyrim. Dude, just release another fucking game already.
Sheesh.
Like, I posted this, like, on Twitter the other day. Actually, literally yesterday. But, it's been... So, The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion came out in, like, March 2006. And then Skyrim was the 11th of November 2011. It's been 10 years since we've had a new Elder Scrolls game, because no, Elder Scrolls Online does not count. It is considered... It's not by Bethesda. It's a different studio that makes that game. And it's not the same thing, really. It's not really not the same thing.
Rosa learned full life. Yes.
Oh, is she like your white mage now?
Oh, Rosa is the white mage. In 4, everyone has their job set. There's no job switching.
So
Cecil is the Dark Knight who becomes a paladin. Rosa is the white mage. Radia at the beginning is a jack of all trades. She's a black mage, white mage summoner. But then she leaves the party, and then when she returns, she has become more powerful with magic. With summoning power. But she has to give away the white magic, so she only has black magic and summoning magic. And Sid is like special case. He's like an engineer. He uses hammers and stuff like that. And he's kind of like the scholar, I would say, because he has an ability that allows you to see how much health and weaknesses the enemies have. Tella was like a sage. Actually, that was his title, sage. He could use black magic and white magic. Palom and Porom. Palom is a black mage, and Porom is a white mage. But if you have them together, they have like a special ability they can cast called Twin Cast, which it takes both of their turns, but they cast like really powerful magic like Comet or Flare. And Edge is a ninja, your typical ninja stuff. And what am I missing? Oh, Yang. Yang is the monk, typical monk stuff there. Stores energy for the next attack, an ability that does that, an ability that increases party defense. Yada yada yada. So yeah, everyone has like a preset job. Then Vive comes back with jobs like Final Fantasy 3.
yeah.
So much better. I can't
And
wait
then
to play
6.
5. 6 says, nah. Let's go back to Let's go back to not doing that.
Yeah. And then we never saw the job system in mainline games again.
Until like 12, the Zodiac Age, but only the Zodiac job system, like Bushi, the Shikari, the or the others, the White Wizard.
Actually, 10-2 had the job system in the dress
you're right.
spheres.
And technically 13 has a job system with Commando, Ravager, Medic, Saboteur, Synergist, and Sentinel.
Yeah.
Those are jobs basically. I mean, they're not designed. The game kind of has some design. Like the game sets Lightning to be a Ravager, sets like Hope and Sas to be the Synergist, Fang and Vanille to be the Saboteurs. Kind of like that. But yeah, 10-2 with the dress spheres, that's like the last job system. If you exclude 14, of course.
And 11, because 11 functions the same way, basically.
Yeah. And yeah, 15 said, meh. We're not doing that. What are jobs? Everyone do whatever they want.
Here's the thing though, Alekes, it is hinted that Akechi did actually survive. In the true ending cutscene. There's like a brief moment where you see like Akechi's like arm as Joker's getting on the train to leave. Is that the train or is it like a bus? Something along those lines.
Stay there and then dodge the line AoEs after those go off. Like that.
Sorry, dude, I can't heal you. Wait, hold on.
I think they're fine. I think they might have like something to heal themselves.
They have stone skin.
See, they're getting their HP back up.
Yeah, I'm gonna use some cures on them. There we go. There you go.
Just you two there.
Yeah, I have no idea where everyone else is. There's like no critical engagements up. Is this like a dead instance?
Maybe it has a bunch of...
It is a very dead instance, actually.
It's not that dead. There's still people. Maybe they're all like level 20 lower.
Maybe I should re-instance.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna re-instance. Did anyone actually respond in the... No. Just Ace saying no thanks, so...
Oh, they used Toad on Rydia, so they de-toad them. Approach. Okay, south has to turn to escape all the way to the west, 2 more chests, then go through the stairs. Go north at the east fork. Get 5 chests. Ow, 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 ow. I forgot to use float. Speed 7KB1. Apparently came the wrong way. Oh no, here's the 5 chests. Oh, something bad about Berserk is that the person who is Berserk, they attack whatever target they want.
Oh. Does that include party members?
Oh no, but like when you auto attack, they always go in like a set order, like kind of like how they are listed in the party, like in the enemy list.
Yeah.
From top to bottom, but the Berserk person just attacks whoever they want. Golden apple and summer drop. Golden apples. I think this is the first game that ever introduced permanent status increase items.
Hold on, the new Zootopia Plus tweet? What? What?
Oh yes, there's gonna be a short, a Zootopia short coming up called Zootopia Plus.
Hmm.
Bug was shirtless, you can see it because Clawhauser is covering him. Oh yes, I noticed that he was shirtless.
Okay, so they're furry baiting.
No, that means that Clawhauser and Bogo are gay. But yes, I think they're more like queer baiting. Okay, so...
Oh wait, I don't have my, like, fucking beast anymore. I think I might actually swap to warrior and put bloodsucker on because that actually kind of... Because it's so, like, with all of the, like, HP absorb that warrior can do, it actually is, like, very, difficult to die. And if I really need it, I have lost cure now. Huh?
It's also easier to get gold because you just have to gain enmity to increase your ranking. So just turn off your stance and spam axe, tomahawk.
Unable to execute during combat. Unable to change at this time. What do you mean?
Because you're mounted?
Yep, it was just being weird.
Okay. Go through the wall to get a mage measure. Mage measure? I forget to put float on myself. I keep forgetting.
Tomahawk a few times and should guarantee gold even if you're late. Yep, sounds good to me.
No, I'm gonna be frogged. Bugwitch is saying ribbit. Frog.
There we go. Bloodsuckered up.
The frog victory animation is so cute.
Oh, what do?
They just like raised They stand on their hind legs and then just throw their arms, their little leggies up. Is that a rocker dancing? Let's see up close. Close up. I'm being ignored. Hey,
Close up of who?
no one. Close up of the frog. Monsters. No. Okay, that's not that. No, Radia.
Oh.
Okay, never mind. They turned me back to normal. No, Lich. Let's hope you don't wipe.
You've seen Umbra Fox before, aren't they, from Bryn? I don't know.
Exclamation point sit indeed.
I'm actually legit confused. What was it?
That was one.
Never mind.
I just said a close up to the dancing Rothgar. That's all I said.
Okay.
But you were ignoring me.
I'm sorry.
Froggy Edge. So cute. Mage Masha.
God, how much more metal do I actually need to get tens and everything? I know that I need to do 2 prestiges to get to 7, and then another one to get to 8. I think then I need to do 2 more to get to 9, and then 1 more to get to 10. So it's like 6 in total to get from 6 to 10. So there's 120 million metal for just to get one of them to 10. So that's the 240 million metal. Way too much grinding, yeah.
Alexa.
I should have arms lengthed there. But grinding in Zadnor is ridiculously... Yeah. I might actually want to try and find something else to do. I have the 10 in damage, and that probably is enough, really.
Yeah. I was wondering why you were still in Zadnor.
I kind of wanted to get 10s in everything, but yeah, this might not be a good idea. Especially since I'm going to have to come in here to grind out Sage and Reaper, or at least Reaper. I might level up Sage a little bit more slowly.
But you don't need the things to level up.
Yeah, I know. I'm just thinking then, what could I do instead?
I thought you were playing Animal Crossing today.
No, I was thinking about playing Temtem, but then I was like, I should just veg out in here.
Uh-oh. 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 Go away. Yikes, humans. This is a really good dialogue. Yikes, humans.
I can help the dwarves rebuild.
Hey, those are his weapons. What the hell?
Their homes in the weekly. I mean, I've already done that, didn't I? Keep in mind, if we're going to be playing together, a light party spamming dungeons levels faster than Zadnor does. Really?
Oh yes. That's how Noi has been power leveling. That's why he only has like one class left, I think. 2 classes left.
Okay, I
Noi has
mean...
just been spamming max level dungeons over and over.
I mean, if I stop playing 14, I might end up kind of like going more and more inactive in 14 in that case.
I honestly don't want to power level classes.
I only want to get like Reaper to 80 as quickly as possible so that we can get and start doing MSQ. Otherwise, I don't care.
Yeah, that's the thing that I want to do with Sage as well. Just get it to 80. Well, get used to it first, then get it to 80, and then just start doing the MSQ with it.
I really don't know if I want to keep doing stuff here then.
You can leave.
What I do instead? I guess I could start doing getting my Dragoon relic progressed a bit more. Zadnor is good for leveling if you're alone because it cuts the waiting time. Yeah, that's especially if you're trying to level at DPS. The thing is though, who is it going to be our tank if we do like dungeons together?
I don't know what classes Noi is playing, but we have Noi and Barret.
Might be. Do you... so, that's gonna like kind of get you a bit over leveled though, isn't it? Are you fine with that? Okay, fair enough then. So I'd be going Reaper, Younger, Sage. Noi as a tank. And then we could try and find someone else then to join in, and... yeah.
That other person could be a random.
Could be, I suppose.
Because I'm pretty sure we are the only ones who are gonna stay behind the MSQ.
Or anyone else in the FC that wants Reaper. I mean, yeah, Reaper looks like it's gonna be a good DPS to, like... so the runs should still go pretty quick. Me.
Oh, by the way, I checked on the new thing that they announced. The number crunching, well, sorry, the experience crunching is going to affect only Disciple of Hand, like they're not gonna be affecting experience level in Eureka. Like they're not gonna be resetting experience in Eureka or Zadnor. They're not resetting anything in those areas. Well, Zadnor makes sense because it doesn't have experience system, it has the metal, but
Yeah.
they're not resetting experience in Eureka.
Makes sense. In that case, then I should. I know what I could do actually. I need to quickly trade in these field notes that I have here. Go back on something else that I can go back in to trade them, because I don't think there's a historian outside. I have like, how many? I have 654 Zadnor lockboxes to open, and that's going to go up to like 658. Gonna be weird going in the overworld, getting 3k experience, then going into Eureka and earning 300k. Yeah, yeah. Is it the provisioner or the supplier? I think it's the supplier. Is there actually anything else in here that looked good? Scouting, striking. Okay.
Oh, I just noticed that Sekulu just asked if you're still in Zadnor.
So... no, that I don't like how that looks. What is the casting? What happens if you die? You die the fending version of it. Yeah, the fending version doesn't look anywhere near as nice as the maiming version. Like, when you die the maiming version, it actually looks really good. It's kind of sad that most of the stuff from here doesn't actually look that nice, in my opinion. Wait, let's get out of here. Let's skedaddle. It's designed for much slimmer characters in mind. Yeah. Right, time to literally open hundreds of chests. No, no. Oh. I got an emote. 600 indigo stars. Barding. Sophic barding. Summer indigo shirt. Hairstyle. Oh, I got another hairstyle. That hairstyle sells for a nice price. Ooh. Another remote. I got like 3 oh, wind up Ravana. Oh, cute. So much clicking. I got another of the moats, that's nice. Barding. Another one. Monkey King. Boston Barding. Another wind up weapon. Nice. Okay, I need to like sort out. Oh, I didn't have the Sophic Barding yet. Nice. Do I already have that? Oh, I have that. Oh, I don't have the aesthetics. I'm gonna check how much, see how much it sells for before I try and use it. Already have Wind Up Ravana. All of these Boston Bardings are just gonna be like sold then. Oh, I didn't have Byakko Cub. That's cute. I also didn't have Scarlet Peacock. I know I already have Aurelia Pullet because that's like one of the ones from Monkey King? Oh, I didn't have Monkey King. What about Wind-Up? I already have Wind-Up Weapon. Can't have an inventory that full. It's only temporary. It'll be sorted out soon. Okay, now I do have to go and sort this out. Oh, okay, yeah, that's actually, yeah, okay, that's not very valuable. I'm gonna put those in, the, long-term storage. Oh. Oh. Ooh. Hmm. Ashola. I'm not gonna bother selling or keeping hold of these core sages if they don't sell for much. They're just gonna clog my inventory if I don't just get rid of them. Yeah, that one's worthless. Yeah, flowers are trash. Literally better off just giving that to the donations. Boston Bardings aren't very worth it either. I want to check that one first, because I don't know if I have that one yet. Oh, I didn't have Zervanite. What about... Oh, I didn't have Hive either. What about Sephirotic? I already have Sephiroth.
Hello.
Welcome back.
I just got a random SMS text saying your card has been blocked.
Oh no.
For your security, your card has been blocked. I'm like, what?
It's a
I see the
scam
word-
thing, isn't it?
Yes, because it's from a bank that I don't even have an account with. I'm like, wait. I saw card blocked. I'm like, wait, I didn't even do a purchase. And then I see the bank. I'm like, yeah, I don't even have. I don't even know
Just
who
what
they
are
are.
they trying to pull? I actually got some pretty good stuff from those boxes in terms of, like, monetary value. I still have 50 left to open. Which I am going to go and do now. Many don't read this, but... Most cards actually have a small bit of text on the reverse side that reads something along the lines of...
What? Oh my god, apparently this area that I just got into is easier than the one that I just did. Oopsie. I just dealt 4,000 damage to me.
In case of having your card blocked or trouble using it, please contact this number.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Final Fantasy XIV cards, the triple triad cards. But yeah, I do know that they have that little message in the back. I remember that because... let me see, where is it?
Oh, of course. The one thing that I should be giving to the fucking tenacities.
Actually, this card doesn't have that message, but it does says like they do have phone numbers.
Okay. Time
Lol.
to ditch all of these coins.
It does say not valid unless signed, and I don't have it signed, and I have used it.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a good thing.
That means that they don't check, but I will sign it. But the scam message that I got, it doesn't even have a number. It has a link, and the link is like extremely like suspicious.
Yeah.
They just throw the name of the bank in between a bunch of random letters. I already deleted the message, but I took a screenshot of the message. Well, excuse me. It says name of the bank, blocked card blocked. For your security, we've blocked your card. To unblock, validate your card here, and then this is the weird link, which is funny because it doesn't even say what kind of card. You should know what kind of card.
Yep.
It's debit or credit. Card block Lamau. Please pay here.
Totally not a scam.com. So, look at how, like, empty some of the inventories are on my retainers. Like, Celesterin only has 28 slots in use now. And, like, so, yeah, I'm getting things cleared up.
You have a lot of retainers.
Yeah, this is like the maximum you can get unless you paid like for the companion app, and then that gives you access to one more. And I'm like, I don't feel like paying that like a $5 just for one more retainer.
You pay more for retainers? How much do you pay?
I don't know how much it is actually.
Just happen.
All I know is that I need to top up around 15 to 20 a month, depending on how much Krista I have left over in my account, in order to keep everything. Isn't it like an extra? I think it's something along those lines, plus like an extra $1 per retainer or something. I just don't know off the top of my head the exact figure. A random 49 gil. It's not random. That's their proceeds from their sales. If I click on him, he's probably got more than that now. Yeah, he has like 80k now because he sold a bunch of items. I'll actually take that off of him.
You have to interact with them to see the money. That's something that I don't like.
Like, see what Celesterin has. She's also made like 80k. Like, they're selling a lot of items at the moment, and then then the one at the bottom is the one that just holds all of my extra gil anyway, so that's why he has 55 mil.
Squichimonji. Edge. What's the catch? Katana with a chrysanthemum engraved on its sheath. That's pretty.
Right, so I think I'm just gonna give these to the seals people. They probably aren't worth that much. Didn't mean to click on that. Like, I'm even trying to get, like, all of the junk out of, like, literally my junk one, which is woodchuck. I'm keeping, like, all of, like, the Eureka and, like, relic weapon-related things in here. I'm trying to get rid of all of the dyes because I'm not using them. And oh yeah, my fucking like nearly perfect chocobo registration. Look at all those stars. He's even used for the brass sky pirate. Like, what are they needed for nowadays? I have like a bunch of yokai medals in here as well from the yokai event that I've never gotten rid of.
Oh no, Rita's gonna use Titan against us. Oh no, she used Thunder. They counter with Confuse. Yep, leave. Run. Oh wait, never mind. You can fix this.
Drop those Allegan silver pieces into the donation basket.
More than having bad breath and all of the really negative status ailments, the worst status ailments that you can get in the game is always going to be confusion. At least I see. Like, that's literally the only thing, at least in these games, that can turn the tables against you really, really bad.
Yeah, it's even in 14, confusion is not nice, especially if a melee DPS gets it and they go after the healers.
Yep, I've been there. Burnham's Metal.
Okay, so I'm just trying to get everything that I need to like sell into my first tab. Okay, so that's all my cookie materials in there. That's fine. I have like a bunch of Gilmore and pot shirts, as well as the pot shirts from Heaven on High. I should probably trade those in for like potions or something. Is at some point I'm probably going to want to try and do solo attempts.
Defender. Oh my god, a sorting piece with protective power.
I'd sell all of these old food items, like the Cunning Craftsman syrups and things like that. I should just get rid of them. I'm not using them right now. And I probably won't be using them anytime soon. Because I just can't be arsed with endgame crafting anymore.
Until...
Until what?
Endwalker?
I might not even do endgame crafting in Endwalker. It depends on how hard it is. Because if they're going down the expert crafting route, I'm not gonna bother. Because it just pisses me off too much. I was... doing the expert crafting for Ishgard Restoration has made me hate that sort of mechanic. I really did not like expert crafting, so yeah. Anyway, what would be... I guess that's why people tend to go with Machinist for Palace of the Dead solo runs, because then you don't have to have as many potions, because you can just kite everything. What else have I got to...
Rat tail.
Oh yeah, I need to go to Yulemore and trade those stellar clusters in. I guess I should probably, when like playing 14, I just should just be making coffee biscuits. Like, profit off of that as much of as I can before Endwalker. Materia vendor is over here. Oh yeah, I have still got hundreds of the cracked stellar clusters and planar clusters. My plan is that I'm going to be like using Mutamix to like convert all of these materias and hopefully get lots of crafting and gathering ones to sell. Or just use myself, depends really. You're gonna start saving yours for Endwalker when you start leveling your crafters? I mean, fair enough. At least I'll have a fairly easy time with my crafters in Endwalker leveling them up because I have like fully leveled endgame gear for all of my crafters, like, and fully melded, which normally is like more than enough to carry you all the way to like max level for the next expansion. Unless they like do some serious stat reworking, which they probably are, but yeah. Oh, I 1, 2 few zeros. There we go. Okay, I think my inventory is about as cleaned out as I can get it for the moment. I'll need to sell more stuff off later. Gosh, I have so many of these fucking like VIP cards. Excuse me.
Thousand guild the night, 1200 guild. Why is sleeping so expensive?
I wish I could get paid to sleep. That'd be nice.
Getting paid for sleep.
Okay, blue mage mode. Where are you? Waste equipped. I should have cloned off of like a DPS before I... Good, there's one literally right here. Time to hate yourself and play Frontlines to get a coat. Oh, right, yeah, I know which one you're talking about. That's actually a very nice looking glam, though. Oh, I should summon my Chocobo. And I need to change one of my skills. Blue Magic Spellbook. Where is Choco Meteor? There it is. Trying to win 100 games in this mode is a pain in the ass. I mean, even with all of the incentives that they keep putting in for PvP, like the tomes and stuff, I just cannot bring myself to do PvP. I don't enjoy it. The competitive PvP gear and mounts are the coolest. Yeah, I've seen them before and they do look cool. Still won't do it though. I just, yeah, the PvP is just not my thing. Should probably change the stream title since I'm not in Zadnor anymore. But then I'm like, can I really be bothered? Oh yeah, I just realized I haven't done any of the Blue Mage quests since the level cap got increased. Well, I haven't even done any of the Mass Carnival either. Again, since the level cap got increased, I have done it before.
No, what did I do that? No. Just cure the boss. Cure 9,999.
Oh shit. And that's when he knew he fucked up.
Okay. I can recover that. But I'm fighting Ashura.
Oh yeah, I still have the quest in my log that gives me luminous crystals. Even though I already have 2, like, astral and umbral nodules.
I knew it. Good thing Cecil has cover. She was about to kill Rydia.
That wouldn't have been good.
Yeah, because she was in low health.
Hmm.
She would have died. I don't know how much health Ashura has. I don't know if I should be fighting this boss right now.
Oh, it's in a fucking cave, of course it is. My guy, is he dead? Oh. She is taking a couple of hits. Enters Copperbell. New tank, new Lancer.
Okay, let's defend for a bit.
Healer leaves while they are in a cutscene. Oh, damn.
Oh god. Sounds like the start of a horror movie.
It really does.
I got Ashura. Now I'm gonna use you against your husband. Summon. Casts 1 of 3 randomized spells. Kiraga, Protect, or Life. Sweet.
At least I'll have an excuse to go into Southern Front again if I'm doing these relics, because it's doing the Lacus Latour is the fastest way of getting that step done.
Wait, what are you doing?
I'm currently getting the Fate Memories for my Dragoon weapon. But eventually, yeah.
Yeah.
Since I have 45 of the raw motions, I can do 3 weapons. So I'm just like, yeah, I might as well. So I'm gonna do Dragoon, and then I'll probably do Gunbreaker, because I think Gunbreaker's one actually looks kind of nice.
Gonna fight Leviathan Daddy.
Report them for being mean.
Am I ready? Probably not. Let's see how it goes. It's a danger noodle. Oh, tidal wave. That's never a good sign. It's not bad. Maybe not. Don't even have to use Kiraga. Oh, he has 2 forms. Oh, Thundagger hitting a spicy 9,150 damage. Oof. I love it. Really just doubled 9,999.
Nice.
Just the fight against Leviathan was surprisingly easier than Ashura. Ashura had a counter for every single attack. Leviathan just had Tidal Wave, which wasn't even deadly.
Sounds like he got off fairly easy.
At least with Leviathan, Ashura almost got me a couple of times, especially when I healed her. Hey, Radiant now has Leviathan.
Nice.
Apparently, Leviathan isn't element based. I think.
I have to put in healer stance. quite funny just seeing all of the fucking sales popping up. Oh, by the way, Han, I was waiting to ask you on Sunday this week. Do you fancy trying Don't Starve Together out?
Sure. Sounds interesting.
I have seen videos of it. It does look like it's could be quite a bit of fun. I have no idea how to play it properly though, so.
Ask for help. Actually, the other day, Ellie, Molly, Shade, and Mott, I think, were going to play it. It happened on the day of the live letter, so I ended up not joining them.
Ah. I mean, if there is other people who want to join in when with it on the day as well, they're more than welcome to.
Okay.
You haven't played Don't Starve in forever?
There we go. We got our guide. We got our guide. Aww.
You were never that good at the game. That's fine. We can all be terrible survivors together.
We're all gonna die. Or should I say, starve. Oh, I do remember that Shade and company were playing with Shade specifically because he's the one who wanted to try it. He was playing with a mod that let him play as Legoshi. And it's actually like its own character, and it seems to be pretty well balanced.
Odded characters, huh?
Yeah, and it was really cute. Like the design, they actually gave him the design to look like Legoshi with the art style, and it's super cute. If he eats meat, he goes like really crazy. Like he loses sanity, I think, and he eats meat, so he has to eat veggies.
It's fun and scary at the same time, especially when the wolves come and attack your camp. Oh god.
Finally, after so much detouring, I can go back to where the story wants me to go. Maybe.
In before I get someone to make like a modded character of one of my OCs for Don't Starve Together.
Pretty sure it requires a lot of programming.
Yeah, it's probably not a simple thing.
A lot of animation work stuff as well. Oh, the
Tomorrow
Pikmin
is
Go
the community
game.
day for Pikmin Go.
Yes, there's a Pokemon Go type Pikmin game. Did you know?
I heard about it, I think. It's just like, not the sort of thing that I see myself playing.
Oh, it's this dungeon that has a bunch of quote-unquote doors that are just enemies. Sealed cavern, 90 chests. Ugh. Evil bat? How evil is that bat? Not so evil because it's dying in one hit. Okay, never mind, it's dying in 2 hits. The door has transformed into a monster. Trapdoor. And if I remember correctly, every time you want to re-enter a room that has a trapdoor, you have to fight the trapdoor again.
You live in the middle of nowhere and there aren't a lot of Pokestops. That was I think that's a big part of the reason why I never got into Pokemon Go, because it meant I had to go outside.
Jesus. I do remember at some point I did have like a routine of going out, and I don't know why I think about what I was doing back then, and it scares me a lot because I was literally going out with my phone to walk, and I don't know, it just feels like I was exposing myself to so much danger.
Yeah.
I wasn't really, but I just like, why? Like, why was I so desperate to go and do that? And I was going alone. If I would go with friends, I wouldn't have a problem. But I was just like, oh, I have to go out and walk and do the thing for Pokemon Go.
When Pokemon Go first came out, I was still working in the mobile billing department, and there was plenty of parents calling in because their kids had used up all of their data on Pokemon Go, and I'm just like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Here's the trick. Don't lend your kids your phones. Buy them their own phones with limited data.
No, that's the thing. It was the kids' phones, but the kids had somehow managed to get, had managed to somehow get hold of extra data that's not free, and the parents are then, you know,
Hilarious. There's nothing here. What is this? Final Fantasy 2? Oh no, they do stay open. You know what's one of the many trashy things about Final Fantasy 2? It has a very interesting dungeon system where you are in a floor and the floor just throws you a bunch of doors. Well, you have to guess which door is the right one, because all of the other doors, they lead to an empty room that only has a higher, much higher enemy encounter rate. And that's it.
That's stinky.
Very stinky, because the larger dungeons have like 12 to 15 rooms like that. And it's like, why? Like, who decided, like, yeah, let's make a really good dungeon design by having them go through rooms that have nothing in them? And right now, FF4 is pulling one of those. They're making me open trapdoors, like little enemy trapdoors. Like this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 enemy trapdoors, and I'm pretty sure all of them are, or at least most of them are just gonna be empty inside.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like much fun.
It's a joke. Yeah, that's why I was using guides in Final Fantasy 1 and Final Fantasy 2. Because I know that those games are pretty BS. Kind of like Earthbound Beginnings is extremely BS with its dungeon design.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like that, so I didn't want any of that, so I'm just like, yeah, I'm using guides and maps to see where everything is and get everything on the first go.
Oh, just wanted to let Kitty know that yes, my mum is absolutely addicted to Animal Crossing. She has been playing it a lot.
Yay. Empty room. At least they're making me stronger. Have you been continuing designing more houses?
I haven't actually done any more home designer stuff yet. I've had other stuff to do.
Light sword.
No one can resist the addictive power that Animal Crossing has. Yeah.
Ow. Ow. From a shuriken.
My sister tried to was showing her like Stardew Valley at one point, and I could easily see her like getting hooked on that too.
It's a really chill game. Oh no, Rydia. Rydia learned her worst nightmare spell. Wake.
And then of course there's Haunted Chocolatier coming in the future, which will also be I'm going to lose hundreds of hours of my life to this game.
Yay.
I have 5 more fates in this map to do, and then I can move on to the faster ones.
But they haven't released they haven't said like a release date, right? They just announced that there are
Yeah, I don't think a release date has been revealed yet.
Sag.
Your mum plays Stardew and Animal Crossing on a daily basis. You told her about my time at Porsche, but you don't know if she can handle another game? Yeah. Porsche is again another one that falls into that category of hundreds of hours are going to be lost. I would like to get back into it at some point.
The only thing I remember about Porsche is that cute and bear NPC.
Yeah. I also want to get further into Tim so that I can get the cute snacks. It's so cute. He's a cute little snack. Like a leaf collar. That turns into a cute three-headed snack. Honk. You bought it during the spook... Wait, Portia was on the spooky sale? I mean, it is a post-apocalyptic game, so...
I mean, the games that were on sale weren't all scary horror games. It's just the Halloween sale. Doesn't mean that they all have to be scary games. Otherwise, it would have been funny. That reminds me of like a game retailer website who listed Kirby Planet Robobot as a horror game.
The scary part was its sale price. How big was the discount?
1% off.
It's like the discount off of like Don't Starve Together was pretty significant. I got like essentially I got 2 copies of the game for like £3.
Oh yeah, and also the Castle Crushers was on like a very big sale, and I was like, and I was gonna play with mod, and we ended up we both ended up getting it.
Oh, nice.
Oops, excuse me.
Every time there's like a Steam sale, I've got that fucking like GameN.tv thing. Is that site still up, actually? Let's see. Your wallet.
Satch wallet.
I don't think it works very well. I don't think the site works properly anymore. Because it wasn't loading anything, it was just came up with prepare your wallet and then just went to a black screen. Oh, hey Baron. Sorry, I got slightly distracted there, looking up memes, essentially.
Tengu.
Spicy memes. Oh, always. I kind of got bored of Zadnor, so I'm just like trying to do fates for other stuff now. How's things with you?
Help silence. Just an item that casts silence. Got excited because I was like, wait, there's geomancers?
I wonder if they'll ever add Geomancer as a playable class in 14.
Who knows? The tease of Astral Ocean seem too real to be true.
Yeah, I would actually be kind of interested in getting like, I think they were in Tactics Illusionists.
Mm-hmm.
But then I'm kind of worried that they would be too similar to Mesmers in Guild Wars 2 and they probably wouldn't be able to do it. I actually really liked the like design motif of Mesmers in Guild Wars.
Isn't that the class that you were playing when we played the game together?
I switched to it occasionally when we when we needed portals, but most of the time I was playing on the Necromancer or the the Reaper.
Yes, you were playing Reaper and yes, when we were trying to get the Vistas.
You wish they put Puppet Masters in 14. I'm sure they will eventually.
They're gonna be putting that one dress sphere from 10-2
Mascot?
The first is
I mean, they already have the outfits.
yeah, the frog, the Moogle, the chicken, the bunny.
Mm-hmm.
All of those
Give us
are
the mascot
full-on
class.
Mascot.
I was kind of thinking you might have gone songstress there, but
Bard is already there.
yeah, I think Bard already is kind of close enough.
Remove Bard.
You know what class I would like to see that isn't from a Final Fantasy game?
What?
Spirit Master.
Is that from Bravely Default?
Yes. Like, I just love the outfits that they have in Bravely Default.
I mean, isn't it? Don't they have similar aesthetic to Sage?
Hold on. Spirit Master Bravely Default.
They're the ones that are like levitating, right?
Oh?
No? Send me a picture.
I think they probably do have the closest, like, a resemblance to, like, Sage or Scholar, but let me just, yeah, send you an article.
Uh-oh. No! Kill Kine!
Uh-oh.
Let me see if this door like uses surprise so that I can see maybe a type of enemy that I haven't seen before. Then Night Dimension. Kind is dead.
I've just been given chocolate. It's like a kind of like a knockoff of Toblerones, but I quite like them. Very fancy.
Crunch. I could hear it. Yeah, this isn't the one that I was thinking of. What are these called? Spirit Master. What's their weapon or what do they do? Staffs. No, here's the one that I was thinking about. Yeah, jobs.
From what I understand of it, Spirit Masters are kind of like upgraded white mages.
I don't like when they're organized like this. Performer. Pâtissier. There's a job called pâtissier. Catmancer. So is it in Japanese? Oh no. It's gonna be like, is it like Nekomancer? Nekotsukai. Literally cat trainer.
Necromancer.
Where's the one that I'm thinking about? Ooh, here. Oh. A wiki that shows me pictures of the jobs, not text of the jobs. Why does one not have a picture? This is awful.
How close am I? 3 more.
Wait, I think I'm confusing them. I don't think they're from Ruby default. This for Final Fantasy 10 too.
Oh.
So yeah, they're from 10-2. The psychic
Oh yeah.
dress sphere. I don't know why I thought it was Bravely default.
Hmm. I really liked 10-2, to be honest. Except for the Blitzball. I felt the Blitzball in yeah, in 10-2 was the Blitzball in 10-2 was really bad because you couldn't actually play it.
I didn't know there was Blitzball. But I was gonna say, like, tell that to Taban, who recently played 10-2 and liked the story, but the puzzle / mini games it had was like
The LeBlanc massage minigame.
LeBlanc massage. More the other person's dying. Heal them.
I can't.
You can't. Oh, you don't have healing.
I'm not on my healing setup. He's fucking spamming White Wind. He's gonna run out of MP.
There was a weird mini game. Like, there's just a bunch of like puzzle quotations that they're not very interesting at all. They're just like very confusing. The game has weird camera angles. They were trying too hard to have puzzles. Not good. Not good. And they're gone. Oh wait, you should have your triple out.
Oh, the timer ran out on him.
Oh, I got that. I hope that they don't run out of the fate range, because doesn't that reset the... Oh no, because you're there, you should go after you. Oh yes, I'm at that part of the game where it's really stupid. Like, you finally have one of the crystals that you have to protect, and then Golbus just stops by, and then it's like, "Ah, Kain, I've mind controlled you again. Give me the crystal." And Kenny's just like, "Oh no, I'm being mind controlled," and then just takes the crystal away from the party and gives it to Golbus. And then I'm like, "Oh, I don't know what happened. I was mind controlled." Like, what? And nobody did anything to stop that?
Oh no. That seems like a bit of a plot hole.
Oh, this game is really dumb in some scenarios. There's one case where you're fighting against Golbus, and then you defeat Golbus, like you're actually able to defeat him, and then his glove remains, like they're in the crystal chamber, and the glove remains, like the gauntlet, and then the gauntlet starts to walk slowly, very slowly walk towards the crystal. Nobody does anything, grabs the crystal, and then leaves. Like, the glove just teleports away. Nobody does anything. Nobody is like, "Oh wait, just put that, like, hold that. It's just a glove. Just grab it."
Yeah, that's Kitty. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, Kitty. The fuck.
This game is really stupid. Which is why it surprises me why this game got the amount of attention, re-releases, sequels and prequels and everything. Well, not prequels, but sequels. It's like, wow. Like the silliest game of all. I guess we use teleport. Oh, I can use teleport. Oh, because there's literally a cutscene about to happen one step away from where I was.
Japan loves silly stuff.
Oh yeah. It's charming in its own way, but it's like really stupid. I'm about to fight a demon wall. This is where a demon wall originates from.
Oh. Someone just followed, or like, sorry, not followed, but liked all of the tweets that I made about bashing on Arataki Ito.
Oh, here he comes.
That is a stick with abs, my good sir. Roxas, that's a stick.
Let's see. Let's summon Leviathan. Let's use your new toy. Bonk. Tsunami. Oh, it's so good. I'm punching a wall. No, it's getting closer. Uh-oh, it is getting closer. Stone gaze. That's that. I killed the wall. I use teleport now. Okay.
Yeah. I now have all 20 of the blue memories I can move on to. I think I'm gonna go to Oxendu. Is that Oxendu? Training miss? Yeah,
Yes, it's-
Oxendu.
The north part and the northern part, and there's a little bit on the west. There's like a heart-shaped island. That one also. I mean, you can do anywhere, but the faster ones are the ones in the northern area.
Yeah, because you sync to like 60 something, so the stats are ridiculous.
Shit. Kill it before Radius summons. Everyone step back. I'll summon.
Yeah, speaking of Japan loving silly things, the whole fucking Tidus laugh scene.
No, that scene is very precious. Very important to the story. People just meme it because the laugh is awful. But it's meant to be awful. In short, it's more powerful than people think. Especially people without context. And it becomes even more meaningful after you beaten the game. Or after you've gotten to a point, specific point in the story, which is almost at the end.
Yeah.
Still
Yeah.
hilarious. Still silly.
And then there's that whole fucking like scene where what's the song called? Suteki Dene or something like that. Where it's literally fucking like the anime equivalent of the fucking Lion King scene. Am I wrong?
Yes. Because you don't have Nala actually crying because she knows that she's going to die.
That's why I said
Like-
it's the anime equivalent of it's the closest thing that you can get in anime to that.
Yeah, but they're not horny. In Sticky Dane. They're just very sad. Oh no! Kane is about to get possessed.
Again?
Kane, you belong to me. No, this is the part. Kane, you belong to me. Kane, bring me the crystal. That's the dialogue. And I goes, Kane, get a hold of yourself. I'm alright. I'm no longer under his control. And then punches Cecil. Ah! The dark crystal was seized. And then they just let him leave. And they're just like, what are you doing? Kane! Oh, I can restore the Tower of Babel. At last, I shall reach the moon. Kane, wake up! Please, Kane! With all the crystals in our possession, the way to the moon will open. Stop! Mahahaha. No, you literally idiots try not to stop him. You just let him walk away.
It's literally like fucking the Willy Wonka thing of no, stop, come back.
Oh, the Tower of Babel is glowy. Oh well, at least we do lose Kine for a while there.
Oh no, the bad guy's getting away, better just stand here and wave goodbye. Heaven forbid
so
actually
much.
doing anything important.
This is why I am so eager to skip 4. I really don't like the story of 4. It feels very like how do you call it? It's not plot hole, but it feels like they didn't know how to fix something, like how to make the story progress further, so they throw in like some random BS
Yeah.
like this one. Is that plot holes?
Not
What would you
not
call
so much plot hole as more like contrivances, I guess.
Hmm. Yeah, that's what it feels like, and I'm like, ugh. That's my reason for not liking 4. Because honestly, it's just like, this game just keeps going forever. And then you just go to the moon, and turns out you're an alien, Cecil's an alien, and Jonas is
Aliens.
his brother. You're not actually human. And the evil guy, everyone is actually being controlled by an alien entity. What's that alien entity doing? Nobody knows. It's just an alien entity.
Spoilers, gasp.
Spoilers.
Okay, how old is this game?
I'm sorry. This game is from 1994, I think.
The
This
game is
a-
almost as old as I am.
It's as old as I am. Final Fantasy IV. It released in 1991. It's even older than us.
I was still a fetus when it came.
This game is literally 30 years old. Oh, after you complete that fate, it continues into another one.
Spoilers to you.
Kitty, you've probably gotten all of at least something major spoiled from playing 14 from other Final Fantasy games. Like literally the entire Shadowbringers spoils Final Fantasy 3.
The Crystal Tower arc too. I mean,
You've never played a single Final Fantasy game? Well, I'm playing the Final Fantasy game, so you don't have to. And let me tell you, you're not missing out too much in terms of story. The good stories begin, I would say, after 6. Like at 6, the stories is that's where they start getting interesting, like getting more meaningful. Because right now it's just like, oh no, the bad guys, punch them. There's not much like introspection of the main character, or like character growth of the main characters. It's very story driven at this point.
the pretty
Character.
pixels.
I mean, you can play them, but again, it's not like you're playing the game for the story. You would, if you play these games, you would be more like, oh, so this is where they got the inspiration from in 14 for this.
Reverse nostalgia, basically.
Yes. But literally, like, there's a point in 3 where they start mentioning like the flood of light, but they call it the flood of the wrath of light, not the flood. But like, there's no explanation as to why it happens. I think they were tired of being like, oh, only darkness is being prevalent, and like the darkness. Now let's reverse the thing and make it be the wrath of the light. And they mention warriors of darkness, but that's it. There's nothing else. And 14, they do explain why, how, and with what purpose. they're gonna ask me, so where's the crystal? Yeah, so we had it, and then we didn't have it. You have returned. Where is the crystal? The truth is... Okay, they didn't actually say what happened. The legend of the lunar whale. The lunar whale?
One of these days, maybe I should just like get Final Fantasy XI and just like log into that game and see what it's like.
Sounds like it could be another game we could try.
It is like a very old MMO and it's very, very different from like 14.
I know. It's still a game that we could try.
Well, if you're up for it, sure. I'm going to be a Taru.
Of course you were. Of course you are.
They're even smaller than Lalafell.
Please. Oh my god, we get to meet Shintoto.
Fail to treat her right and she'll set your pants alight.
I love her voice lines in Dissidia.
Dubs the zombie, and oh my gosh, the difference in pure game design from a game like that then and now. Mountain's different. I don't know what that game is, but though they made it a lot easier. So, well, yeah, I guess they kind of had to make it easier if not many people are playing it anymore. I'm actually surprised that it's still online. Oh, right, yeah. How old is 11? It's like, it is a very old game. There's still some hardcore 11 players that are still around. Yeah. How much is it on, like, can you get it on Steam? It came out in 2000.
You can.
God, it's nearly 20 years old.
I remember you said that you had it on Steam, like you could look it up on Steam, but for me it doesn't show.
You can get it on, yes, you can get it on Steam. Okay, but it's not available. Yeah. Where would you be able to get it then? I guess you would have to buy it directly from fucking, like, from Square. How much is it?
Unless they added it recently, but if I remember correctly, it was like, I remember you mentioned that you could get it on Steam. I was like, no, you can't. I looked it up and there's only from, it skips to 12 from 10. Han, do the fate.
Oh, right, sorry. I wanted to look up how much Final Fantasy XI is on Steam. It says 30 bucks on yours. Okay.
So let me look it up.
23.79. And what? So that's for all. And that includes everything, including all of the expansions that came out for it. You're pretty sure?
Fantasy 11. Nope. Nothing.
Yeah, I guess that means you'd have to buy it directly from Square. Oh yeah, someone's just buying all of my light Gerber. I just sold all of my fucking herbs.
So if I click on here, it says, oops, sorry. This item is currently unavailable in your region. Ah, yes, the Final Fantasy XI's website is like it's a massive screen, yet it only uses like 40% of the screen. Everything else is just white.
Oh no.
Have you seen it?
No.
I'll send it to you on Telegram. Okay.
Oh god. It's like it was formatted for like 4x3 screens and they've never bothered to update it.
New players. Final Fantasy 11 online. Get ready for a new adventure that continues to evolve. Actually, let me put it on the stream. That's the official website for 11, and it only uses like 40% of the screen for some reason. It's so small.
Yeah. So you can't even buy it from the website.
There's a button that says download. This software does not guarantee that your system will run Final Fantasy 11, even if the results displayed by this software exceed the minimum system requirements. Your system may not be able to run Final Fantasy 11 due to the configuration of your computer and/or resident software. What?
God damn. Like, so you can't buy it off of Steam. Can you actually buy it from like Square Enix's official store?
I have no idea.
Like, I'm not saying you
it's
should buy it.
now.
I don't even know if this is something we should even consider playing, to be honest. But
Oh god, it's so many classes.
yeah.
Samurai, Ranger, Scholar, Ninja, Black Mage, Warrior, Corsair, Bard, Thief, Rune Fencer, Dark Knight, Dancer, Geomancer, Dragoon, Summoner, White Mage, Paladin, Red Mage, Blue Mage, Monk, Beastmaster, and Puppet Master. 22 jobs. Some of the enemy sprites from here are they're actually in 14 as well. Like the behemoth. Well, it looks like. But this one that I'm looking right now is definitely in 14. Hey, there's Kikirn here.
Yeah.
Copycats. Purchase now. Let's see. Maybe I can even play it. 30 USD.
Are you actually going to buy it?
I'm not gonna buy it. I just want to see if I can buy it. Wait, Ultimate Edition? How much is the standard edition?
I think the Ultimate Edition
10.
is... Hmm?
Just 10.
Wait, so
It's a
the
free
standard
trial.
edition is just the base game then?
Hang on, let me see. Standard edition. Seekers of Adolin is the 5th installment of the popular online role-playing series, Final Fantasy 11. And then Ultimate Edition. I mean, it says the same. System requirements. Unzip the downloaded files. Oh no, it has a wizard installer. Like in really old one.
This game costs money on Steam when it's actually free to try first month if you download the launcher from Square Enix's website. So it means when you buy this... Oh, so it's like there is actually like a complete free trial for it.
Well, it says 14-day free trial, which is kind of bad. And it sucks. 14 days.
Yeah, so basically, don't get it through Steam.
So my airship now has a drill.
The drill to pierce the heavens.
Indeed, quite literally. There's a hole that was covered with the explosion that Sid did. So now we have to boom.
That way, is the whole thing about piercing into Az's Law a reference to 4?
No, I don't think so. That's been a thing. In Final Fantasy 3, there's also like a ship, and then you get a drill to upgrade it. Sorry, you get... Is that a drill? I think it's just like something to blow up a rock. But no, this is literally to just break a rock open. I don't think it's a reference.
You're still mad that 11 has a subscription of $11.95 a month? Oof. Yeah, it's no. Does it actually still get updates? Or
didn't they recently release their like their latest patch like 2 or 3 years ago, something like that? 1 or 2 years ago?
Yes, it's still getting updates. I'm surprised that it's still able to keep afloat.
Let's see. Apparently the latest update was in... actually it wasn't too recent. It was fairly recent considering how old it is. It was in 2015.
Ah. Like, you mean, by update you mean major expansion?
Yes, it is. It is a main scenario, so I guess it's like a non-paying expansion. Is the final main scenario and serves to tie together 14 years of Final Fantasy XI. Billed as the ultimate compilation of all we have accomplished today, with major characters from throughout the game's history making appearances. The scenario consists of 3 separate chapters, released for free, debuting in May, August, and November, with 2015 version updates, respectively.
There is a trust system now that lets you summon NPCs to fight with you. I think I heard about that, yeah.
Yeah, pretty sure that's because there's not much people
Yeah.
playing the game.
I think it's getting to the point where I should probably call it a night, actually. I do have work in the morning. So, yeah.
Okay.
Let's go back to the goblet and call it a night. Thanks everyone for watching the stream today. And thank you, Han, for hanging out in VC with me.
Thanks for having me here.
It's fun. I will see you all again on Sunday. Yeah, it's gonna be a Don't Starve stream.
Yeah.
Take care, everyone. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye.